Good morning, everyone. It's Sunday morning, about 10:15, and we have wind at 15 miles an hour with some gust up over 20 and 65 degrees, and it's a nice morning for me. Hurricane Irma right now is just past the Keys or setting over the Keys, uh, and I forget how far it is from here to there, around 500-600 miles. So anyway, it's not due here until tomorrow around 2 p.m. Last year in the hurricane, the only thing I had I had some other damage, but the thing that cost me was replacing that awning, and I had thought about taking it down, but this morning they're talking about the hurricane coming in over in the Big Bend area of Florida, which is a good ways off from me. And so right now, as it stands, I've pretty much done everything that I'm going to do. Charging up my little batteries on my, I have these gutter lights. Well, I have some that I take in the house and use as night lights all over. So if I get up and move around at night, I don't trip over myself or anything. And so anyway, I'm charging them up. My solar panels, while ago I had to have a good charge on all my battery banks, and so anyway, just piddling around, and may not, as far as it is, may not even lose power, but I'm prepared if I do. I've just finished watering, even though it is starting to rain. I've found in years past that having as much weight on in the pots, as far as them wet and all, helps them stand longer. And I finally figured out this is the only one right now that has flowers like this, and that is the female papaya, and it has a little papaya fruit developing. And I have the 5 pots here, and out of those 5 pots, there's 3. I'd left 3 in each one, and right now, out of 15 plants, this one is the only one that I found that does have female flowers. And so that's the draw of the cards, I guess. And then this was the male flower up here I'd taken a picture of some time back. But anyway, I just hope that those get their ass on in gear and make me a papaya before cold weather gets to plant, because those are a bit big to try to move into my greenhouse. I had come out yesterday and did all kind of little things around and about, and I had tied these pots some time back to the clothesline post down here, just the pots, and they still blowed pretty well. And so yesterday I tied them up at the top here all in a bunch to kind of ensure that they don't blow over too bad. And I may get some pots over here turned over and whatever. They usually do. The jackfruit down that way is turned over a couple of times, but it's no big deal on it. I'll stand it back up after the wind stops blowing. The moringa down here, I'd tied them up a little better, but they're well up over 20 foot tall now and loaded with beans, or I say loaded, they've got a good many beans on them. And it's surprising to me that the way the hummingbirds have just got to flocking to them. Some people think they are attracted to the red flowers, and that may be the case, but they sure seem to like moringa too. I can watch them just about every day. I see 2 or 3 out here. There's 2 males that one claims this clump and one claims the clump up there, and they fight over them. And then they both get into the canis lilies out there. And I'd filled the bird bath a while ago, washed it out and filled it up so that hopefully the wind won't tip it over and the birds will have it. I had been working this past week out here. I've gotten everything kind of mowed and straightened up some, and it's just part of that is anticipation of the storm. I put some extra effort into to get it as far along as I have. I got a big buzzard up there. I don't know if you can see him fighting the wind, but I'd got 5 of the beds out there in the garden, and what is standing on the bed there in the middle of the picture is the Moringa that I planted in the garden. Still have quite a few pears on the tree that will probably be on the dirt before it's all over, and that's okay. I'll see if I can get somebody to make some relish out of them or something. Looking to have some limbs down. There was a couple already down in the front, but nothing too bad. And as I said, it's going to be far enough away from me whenever it gets up this way that I'm not going to do much else, and don't anticipate any real damage or anything, and we'll just live and let live and see how it turns out. Y'all have a blessed day, all.